Liverpool need a strong start. I think they last played away. Yeah, well, they played at home against Atletico and started quickly against Everton, and needed to because they were dead on 60. Now Liverpool made changes against Galatasaray, so the selection is going to be very, very important.
A day more's rest. Well, they've had to travel.
A day's more, yes. So it's Tuesday, Saturday.
Yeah. But also Saturday 5:30. Whereas Everton was when it was Saturday 12:30.
Oh, of course, isn't it? But there's travel. I mean, I can't remember. It was Gary Neville might have just casually thrown it in on one of their things the other day and just went, it's not back-to-back games that kills you, it's travel that kills you. And you can understand that. It's 4.5 hour flight to Turkey, there and back, fireworks all night. That's the biggest. Chelsea were at home to Benfica, weren't they?
Yeah.
This is the advantage Chelsea have. Liverpool, I don't know. I wish Ekitike had left the pitch fully fit, because he's Liverpool's best attacker at the moment, and I don't think he's going to see much. If he might see, I'd put he's 55% likely to see no action, 45% that he'll see 20 minutes max. We need something to happen in Alexander Isak's body, I feel, for this to go the right way, and also something to happen in Mohamed Salah's muscle memory for things to go the right way.
But it's interesting how pessimistic we're sort of as a collective being, because I think from the side I'm on, if I was Liverpool at the minute, I'd be dreading coming up against a team that's in form, that's organised, that you know what they're going to do in terms of you can't get ahead of the occasion. The occasion is already preset. It's going to be massive. It's going to be this.
Crystal Palace.
Exactly. So and then you think, well, enter Chelsea, where none of that is true. You've got a team that is unfamiliar at the top and the bottom of the pitch because of injuries and suspensions. You've got your two stalwarts in the middle who cannot surely, because the thing that's interesting at the minute is Chelsea normally have quite a good 3 months at the start of the season. Well, our season started in June, so our 3 months are really are up. Do you know what I mean?
It's a good way of looking at it.
So there's that thing too, and I just think they're the archetype, they're exactly the sort of situation you would design, other than possibly away at Old Trafford, where you think, well, they're trying to do a thing they're not able to do. We at least know what we're doing, and I think Slot's ability last year to keep the macro and change the micro really helped, and I think he's sort of had more to play with this season. I don't think you've been demonstrably sort of worse in the sense of I don't think you're a million miles off. It's just a bit different, and there's teething problems and stuff. But
I think this is a massive.
But Chelsea are an ideal for teething problems.
You're going to say you think this is a massive game?
Turning point, potential game for Liverpool. And the risk of being melodramatic, but
would you take a point?
Absolutely not.
I'm going to keep asking people this. I think it's mad you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. I know.
Football through that prism of negativity.
I'm just saying.
Well, a defeat would be a minor disaster, but a win would be a massive reset.
I think obviously a win would be incredible. I think it's worth saying that last season Liverpool win the league. They only win at 3 of the teams that finish in the top 10 away from home. You go back to when City do the treble, 22-23, they only win against 3 of the teams that finish in the top 10 away from home. Season after, when City win the league in 23-24, against the eventual top 6, home and away, they only win 2 games.
We won't be top going into the international break if we don't.
But we'll be level on points.
I always come back to there's a Peter Crouch thing when he was at Stoke, and he basically, I'm going to say it was Hughes, read out what they're going to get in every game. And he said they're all fuming, all the lads are like, because it was quite pessimistic. And he was like, you do that, you come 4th. And I think we forget sometimes that there's so much. So many points available at home, so many points are available in games that you just go into thinking, well, we're just better than these. And it's where Arteta's getting himself unstuck a little bit, because he doesn't seem to know where to stick and where to twist in that regard. And I always come back to it because I think it's a really interesting way that how fans and sort of that fire in your belly, you look at it. But then if you have a bit of a breath and look back, you go, well, actually, 2 points away at Stamford Bridge, 1 point, is probably all right. In the grand scheme, like I said, in the message, in the narrative.
But not if you want to win the league. Because you end up going to, you want to win the league, a point at Stamford Bridge is good, but then you've got to also go, a point at Newcastle's good. You've also got to go a point
3 points.
And before you know it, you've given up so many draws.
But I don't want to give up so many draws. My point is, my thing is, first and foremost, we've already won one game against the eventual top 10 away from home this season, because we've gone to Newcastle. Newcastle will finish top 10. So we've already got one in our back pockets. So let's be clear. And trust me, if we win this game, but I think the best way in which you win this game is by not being so desperate to win it. You drive yourself back. But also, it's a bastard of a week. You're away at Sellers Park, and then you basically...
It is a bastard.
You come off the pitch and you basically got to go to Turkey.
Yeah.
And then you're away in Galatasaray, and then you come back to that and you're away at Stamford Bridge at 5:30. I'm sorry, in the grand scheme of things, that is... Now listen, when we come back off the next international break, the first game back is Forest at home. Then we play, then I think we play PSV. This is all the way in November, so it's a while away. Then we play PSV at home. Then we go away to West Ham. I'm at the end of November here.
by the way?
No, I've left an international break. My point is, I'm leaving an international break forward to make the point. There's a point coming up where you make all the fucking hay because the sun's going to shine. Because you've got Forest at home, followed by PSV at home, West Ham away, Sunderland's at home. 4 wins, Liverpool. Don't fuck about. Thank you very much indeed. See you later.
The most wins against teams like this come later in the season, don't they?
And now I think with this one, genuinely, I'm not saying we'll get a point and I'll be all like fucking. I'm not going to be like the Arsenal supporter who goes, it's not a win, but it's like a win. I'll just be like, we've got out of this international break when no one's playing well, when loads of them look goosed, when the fitness is all over the place, and we're level on points at the top. And then we come back and hopefully we're a bit better, a bit sharper, and then we've got United at home. Let's get going, boys.